Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. My name is Drew.
And I'm Chris.
We're not experts on this subject,
Right.
but we wanted to get together and talk just a little bit about what's going on. In your perspective, what are the big issues that the Black Lives Matter movement, the tension in our what are they wanting? And I'm sorry that I said they. What, because it should be an us issue. What is it that we should be saying? This is something we need to pay attention to.
I think it all really boils down to basic equality. Like, we just want to be treated the same, right? Like you want to be treated the same. We just want to be treated the same. We want to be able to go into the loan office. And they grade us, and they look over our stuff, and they grade us the same, fairly. You know, if my credit score ain't there, then it ain't there. But if it is, then we want to be treated fairly.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's, like I said, it's not really a black-white issue. It's a human. People want to be treated fair. Women, they want the right to vote. They want to be treated fairly. We want when we get into a situation, we want where we know that we're qualified.
Yeah.
But you give it to someone who is not because of skin tone. We want to be treated fairly across the board. So when it comes to even the justice system, to be treated fairly.
Yeah.
You hear of the imbalances there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone who was caught with some weed get time in jail. Another person who is addicted to a pharmaceutical drug gets rehab.
Yeah.
Those kind of imbalances. The war on drugs, and we can talk about I'm saying, but when you talk about certain ways that the bills are written up, maybe I'm getting too deep into the weeds there, but just when we write bills, we need to make sure that we are keeping in mind that it has to be for all people.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the workplace, hire me based upon my talent and what I know. Don't reject me because my skin tone tells you that I won't fit into the culture.
Yeah.
Be more proactive there.
Yeah.
Assess where you are. Assess your policies. What are you doing that's allowing people, minorities, to come and be a part of the workforce? Here's why that's important. Drew. Because what I'm gonna go back to that ancient Bible box.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna tell you, because taking the picture off the box, that's a good gesture. But the real issue is that whoever put the picture on the box in the first place didn't have a group of people around them. A diverse group of people around them to say, you know what, that might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
And I think I may be kind of moving out of, away from your question a little bit, and I'm sorry about that.
No, it's good.
I think that if companies or businesses, even churches, make the decision to have a more diverse group around them, then when it comes to the blind spot, when it comes to race, well, it's going to be easier to manage and maneuver through that. I've seen a lot of pastors who kind of basically have stumbled in trying to articulate and maybe apologize, or I heard this term recently. Someone said, stop calling it white supremacy, call it white blessing, things like that. And in my mind, I'm thinking, that's a person who probably didn't have a group of people around them diverse enough to say, you know what, that might not be a good idea to say that. And so these are just a few things that I think we can do. I'm not saying that it's going to fix everything.
Sure.
But like I said again, if we could just manage where we are,
Yeah.
then I think that that's a good first step. I'm even thinking about my own church. You know, my church is a predominantly African American church.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, okay, well, yes, we are a African American church, but what can I do as a pastor to make this reflect more of what I see heaven?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, how can I bring that into our situation? And I just think that you know, you have power, I have the power. I don't want to say power, but we have leadership, we have influence,
Sure.
and so we're able to make change where we are.
Yeah.
I feel like I talked a lot, but
No, that's good. One of the things that I want to call back to in maybe defining some of the words that you use, and I don't even know if I'll use them correctly, but the equality and fairness. I know that sometimes that frightens people I don't even know if that's the right word, but say, okay, so everybody needs to be treated like we're all on the same standard in terms of it doesn't matter what you bring to the table, everything, we're blind to everything. Does that make sense?
I am against, okay, so I don't like the everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't like that.
Well said.
This you know, everybody gets a trophy, you just showed up to the party.
Yeah.
No. Work hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But okay, so now we get into, Drew, you're pulling me, man. You're pulling me. All right, Drew. All right. So, work hard, but certain, because of what's happened in our country for years, minorities, they are basically, they don't have the head start that the majority have.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not saying, hey, everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah.
But we're saying, hey, recognize that everybody is not starting off at the same block.
That's good.